Aloha, this is Kai Pacha with the Weekly Pele Report, and yeah, hope you're doing well. Today is January 23rd of 2013, and there's lots going on in the starry skies, lots going on here on Earth, and it's been a busy past couple of days. I don't know if you actually got out into the night sky and saw that Jupiter-Moon conjunction. The moon's been in the sign of Gemini, and Jupiter has been right there, and they just went right by each other. And of course, Gemini is busy, busy, busy. Emails and texting and talking and typing and phoning, and oh my goodness, it's just, a lot of business. A very good time for business. Mercury is all about business. This week, actually, Mercury comes into a square with Saturn in Scorpio. Scorpio is about other people's money, business deals, merging, putting things together. Saturn is business. I mean, this is a time for, there's a lot of business going on. And we got that Sun, Mars, Mercury in Aquarius. International organizations, big deals, big stuff going on about community, about large enterprises, kind of non-personal stuff, business, business, business. And then this Jupiter moon going on in Gemini these past couple of days, just the phone ringing and everything. I mean, whoo! It's been a whirlwind of activity. That Sun actually comes into an exact trine with Jupiter. Sun in Aquarius, Jupiter in Gemini on Friday. And the moon swings around. It goes into Cancer late on tonight, and stays in there until Saturday. It goes into Leo, and we have the full moon in Aquarius Leo this weekend. Yeah, it's actually in California time, which is where I am now. It is at around 8 o'clock at night. It's about 7 degrees of Leo, 7 degrees of Aquarius. And then by Monday, the moon moves into Virgo. So we have these this weekend and these next couple of days, that moon is swinging around. It's gone through Gemini into Cancer and then Leo. So we can let's look a little bit here at Cancer Leo. Because, this is a time where there's a lot of feelings going to be coming up, and that moon in Cancer, moon rules Cancer, it's very strong. This is our personal emotional body, our personal emotional needs. It has to do with our inner child and our past. And the moon moving through Gemini is, lots of fun and brothers and sisters and, activity in the neighborhood that stirs us mentally. It's an air sign. But now we're going to see a little bit of a shift from that air into water, from our heads more down into our feeling nature, and then it's going to swing around and be in Leo, that fiery, dynamic lioness, and it's opposite Aquarius. The other thing that's going on for this whole week is that Mars, moving through Aquarius, is squaring the moon's nodes. Now, this is intensely powerful. Mars is passion, Mars is drive, Mars is sometimes anger and frustration. If we're not really acting on our impulses, our instincts, and our desires, we get frustrated, we get angry. And if we look at this overall, collective movement that's going on now, the moon's nodes is this evolutionary path from Taurus, my values, myself, my money, my body, my trip, wanting to move into Scorpio, North Node in Scorpio. I want to do business, I want to merge, I want to have relationship, union, and deep intimacy. But when there's a square to the nodes, this Mars in Aquarius throws a lightning bolt, throws a curveball, says, missing piece to the puzzle. chain broken. We need to do something else before we can make that union happen. We want to come out of ourselves into union, but we have to do Mars in Aquarius. And Mars in Aquarius is, I have to have a plan for the future. I'm envisioning I need a purpose. I need a soul purpose. And we have this full moon coming around with that moon in Leo. It's really beautiful timing now. The moon comes through Cancer and it pulls up our unconscious feelings, all of our fears, anything that's holding us back, but also everything that we really truly need as an individual person. And then it goes into Leo, which is, I'm going to create something out of that, something new, something original, something truly me. So this full moon, is really powerful. And the Mars squaring the nodes, that all connects into this process that so many are going through now. That we really need to find our own truth, find our own vision, find our own center, in order to really make our relationships work. A lot of us have been hitting the wall in terms of just how much we can give into a relationship. A lot of us have been hitting a wall in terms of how much we can take, from the other in our relationships. But both of these, are really kind of understood more deeply, more clearly, when we come into a clear focus of who our essential core being is and what our purpose is and where we want to go. So Aquarius is about the future. It's about, breaking free from the past. So it's pretty radical. Sometimes it's, we can get broken free from the past, or we can break free from the past ourselves. But one way or the other sometimes, yeah. Aquarius and Uranus does have to do with, wow, all of a sudden, there's something missing that was here before. Surprise! Oh, man. What did I want to get into? Well, let's do the mantra here. The mantra for this week is, if I don't get all worked up and into a tizzy, overwhelmed, burned out, or lost in self-pity, I can use my deep feelings that need to be felt to more consciously play the hand I've been dealt. Now there's a lot in this mantra. It's, number one, this Jupiter coming through Gemini, the head gets all busy and we can get distracted and we can get lost in things. And the air signs can be kind of superficial. The wind blows over the surface and we can just be looking and dealing with this surface stuff. But now the moon goes into Cancer. It's time to feel deeper into our personal feelings and get off the surface stuff. And that's the thing that brings up, so much of what can be going on now with the Mercury squares Saturn. Did I mention that on Friday? And then the Sun is going to come around and square Saturn next Wednesday. So we're dealing with this, it's kind of a serious thing. Mercury Sun coming around to square that Saturn. You want to look back 3 months ago when, Sun Mercury was conjunct Saturn, back there in November. The eclipse. That was intense. Things coming back now to reflect on and look over what went on back then. But what I wanted to say is, we got this moon in Cancer, this moon going through Leo. This can be, the full moon in Leo. What does Leo want? Leo wants love. Leo wants approval. Leo wants attention. So let's say that they don't get it. It squares that Saturn in Scorpio, and it's not happening. And, it's coming into this opposition with Mars, and it's the full moon. It's opposite the Sun. And there's too much other things, business that needs to be done. I want attention. I need some attention. I need approval. I need to know that I'm special. Well, that can lead to a feeling of anger or frustration that can then, you know, if you just act and you're overwhelmed, or you feel sorry for yourself, I'm not getting enough attention, you can jump prematurely into activities or into, indulgences or into stuff that's not so healthy. But if you just reflect, pause, hesitate, breathe, and feel, you'll find that beneath that, and maybe this reflect, this moon in Cancer is this time to reflect, and then it goes into Virgo also, which is a more feminine sign. Has to do with inner reflection. But underneath that need for approval, you can go back to your childhood. Maybe I didn't get enough attention when I was a kid, too many brothers and sisters, too much stuff going on, parents busy, mom's working. I've always needed more attention. And then below that feeling, there's then some sadness, and there's sorrow about not getting my needs met. But then underneath that, why do I need attention? And if you sit on these things and meditate on these things and process these things, maybe I need attention because I don't love myself enough, and I need a bunch of people to tell me I'm okay. So maybe underneath that, I don't love myself, okay, there's, well, I feel guilty or ashamed, because, and it goes down, 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 down. And this is what this full moon is about. The full moon is about illumination of the moon, the feelings, the unconscious. So it's an opportunity. And it may be in disguise. It may be like, I can't handle this. But look at, feel into, breathe into why you can't handle this, or why you're overwhelmed, or why you're burned out. So let me say it one more time, yeah. If I don't get all worked up and into a tizzy, overwhelmed, burned out, or lost in self-pity, I can use my deep feelings that need to be felt to more consciously play the hand I've been dealt. Yeah. Okay. That's all for today. What more can you say? Namaste. Jesus. Aloha. Namaste. So much love. Enjoy.